Who would have thought I was going to be maid of honor if you know me or if you know Michelle? Here I am. Everyone had that moment of like, wait, what? I had that moment, actually. When she asked me to be her maid of honor, I kind of joked. She was like, so I had gone into the little like meet and greet, whatever, it's just a meet, we were greeting. But thinking she was going to ask me to be a bridesmaid. And she was like, so I want to ask you to be, and I like was like, you're maid of honor. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, here I am. I said yes. I Googled maid of honor speeches, as cliche. Everyone does, because it's what we have to do. And it said you should not have any inside jokes. But this broad loves movies way too much. So if you catch my references, take a drink and call out the movie. A toast to high treason. That's what these men were committing when they signed the Declaration. After the World War, we would have been hung, beheaded, drawn and quartered. Oh, and my personal favorite. Had their angels come out and burned. So here's to us, who do what is considered wrong in order to do what we knew was right. What we knew.
That's what we're talking about!
Hold the mic close to your mouth. Hold the mic close. Okay.
No.
Michelle and I never really got along as kids. That's shocking, very alarming, but she was always trying to play mother, and while I wasn't really into playing obedient daughter, we argued a lot and both wanted control, but she had the upper hand because she was the oldest, which was exerted as she played every single role of our version of Imagination Station in the backyard. Which, in the few of you who know what the Imagination Station is, you are a lone reed. And it is called Waving Boldly in the Crop Sands of Commerce. Actually, come to think of it, what probably drove a wedge in our relationship was that I used to think diabetes was contagious. So I spent a lot of my childhood avoiding any drinks after her and not eating after her, and sometimes just not being around her. I guess that was offensive, but yeah. I was 6. Now, but the most annoying thing was that she was the older sibling, which just came with natural privileges, like being able to boss us all around. We used to call her Miss Salami because she would teach us in school, or homeschool. Something else she didn't like was a song that we used to sing about her. Actually, the first song I ever rewrote, which if you know me, I have a habit of rewriting popular songs for my siblings. And it was something like this. Right?
Bye.
I woke up, it was 7. Mom left before 11, which probably meant Michelle was in charge. You think she'd follow all the rules, but she just makes her own. Life is really, truly unfair when your sister tries to act like your mom. And here it goes, I'm just a kid, and Michelle is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that's not fair. Nobody cares, 'cause I'm alone and the world is having more fun than me tonight. Like, that would be so mean to sing at her wedding. So I won't finish it. Okay, but in all the ways I felt like she was a nightmare growing up. As we matured and we both moved out of the house, we both lived in New York for a while, or a lot longer than me. Our relationship seriously changed for the better. She became someone who I truly was only a call away. And you might be thinking, what call? Oh, the call! The call! I didn't know what call you meant. But in all seriousness, when we both moved to New York, I got to reap the benefits of the older sister that I took for granted as a child. Michelle and I are, well, I thought we were very different the other night. I was like, okay guys, like let's come up with a list. Like, what are the differences? Okay, she's been in a relationship for 6 months. Babe and I are going on like 10 years if you count when we met. She tends to cry when she gets offended or sensitive, and I tend to get like angry and pissed. And so I was like, okay, what else? And like Amy, Chris, Oliver were like, I think you're more alike than you think. I was like, no, we're not. Like, because to me, crying is like sensitive and like little. I was like, we're not alike. But they're like, you both lived in New York, you literally both went to Kings, like, you have the same political views, like everything. And I was like, but then I was like thinking, later on at night, talking with my sister Joy, trying to write this, and I was like, okay, what do I say? Like, right, there's so many things I could say, so many things that would be super inappropriate. Like I can't say, but it's more like me to say. So I'm talking to Joy about it, and she's like, you should be like, I know Matthew loves you. And I was like, but I don't! I'm in a 10-year relationship practically, and I never 6 months was love! She's like, don't say that. Don't worry, trust Michelle and her security in you. Don't worry. But I had a moment where I was like, can I say this? Like, is it inappropriate? It's something else, I'm not gonna say it, but whatever. And I was like, not my first thought, but one of my thoughts was literally like, I'll ask Michelle. And I was like, I can't ask Michelle. Like, hey Michelle, can I say this at your wedding? But I was thinking later, I was like, okay, so that has kind of been the story of my life, like in public. I'm like, we're not friends, don't step near me. Like, we have to maintain our reputation of, like, we don't get along and we're not alike. But behind the scenes, I'm like, Michelle, I don't know what it is. And then I walked in the room and I'm like, I don't care what you say, you're not my mom. And literally, been the story of my life. Like, I was thinking about, the good things. You have your spreadsheet of what you're going to say, and it's like some funny, some rude, some inappropriate, and then like something serious. So I'm thinking about my serious things. And I thought of like a few situations. Joe said this would be inappropriate to say, but I'm going to say it. That when we were little, especially when we were little, I was like, don't talk to me, don't touch me, don't give me diabetes. But when I first started my period, I was in the bathroom freaking out. And the first person I called was Michelle. And I remember being like, Michelle! And then like thinking like, why did I call her? And she came in and helped me, showed me where everything was, and what I was doing. And that like was just kind of the story of our life. Once we went to New York, my family started adopting older siblings, and I struggled with change. And I was in her office all the time being like, I love this, but why is it hard? Why is it whatever? And she taught me through it. She like everything from whether it was a boy or whether it was, well, there's only been one boy in my life. So whether it was Daniel or something with school or leadership at King's, I went to her for everything. We had Monday night dinners, which was the best. And so, Michelle, the things that I feel like you are is, besides annoying and trying to be my mom, is kind and compassionate. You're empathetic. I think I give off a vibe of being like tough and got it all together and like can't get me, but like then something happens and I'm like, wait, no. I can't handle change. Like, no, don't do that. Like, so far as like my roommate's moving a couch in my apartment and they have to warn me. I can't handle this change. But Michelle recognizes all those moments, like every single moment, to the point that even on her wedding day, when I'm kind of like, hey, like, this is change, like, here we go. She's like, are you doing okay? I'm like, you're doing okay? You sure you want to do this? But don't worry, she was done. And I really appreciate that. Like, I appreciate that while we've had a relationship that I've like not been a magnet to, you've always been like still piercing at my heart and still like, hey, Like, I know you need this. I know you need the recognition that you don't want to change, or that this is hard for you, or I know you just want to cry right now. Like, whatever it is, you've always been that older sister. And I, again, didn't recognize it as a child, but like as we grew up and we both moved to New York and we both loved to travel, we both loved food, it was something we bonded over, and like realizing when we ended it, like, you have been the true definition of older sister. And those moments we talked about where like I had to play older sister, or you felt that way, were like, while I loved it, were the moments where I was like, she's older sister, oh my goodness. And you know, because you were that, like, throughout our whole life, whether it was Miss Salami or a nightmare, like, you were still always there. I threw up in the middle of the night, do you remember that? When I was like 7, and you cleaned it up, like, you woke up and you stripped my bed and you cleaned me. And again, I was like, but I was like, it was so comforting. You've always been that older sister to me, and I truly appreciate it. Another thing that Google said about me around our speeches is you're supposed to talk about the couple as a whole and Matthew, but it didn't take me 10 years to get to know someone. I don't feel like I know you very well. But I have a little something to say to you. But I do it best in song. So like Stephanie said, you chose this family.